Welcome back to the show. We got a great one lined up. Let's not waste any time. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and digperspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, $2.28 trillion market cap for crypto. The market's off by 3.8%, 62,200 plus for Bitcoin, 2,600 plus for Ethereum, 117 billion plus market cap for Tether, USDC at 34 billion plus. Number 7 spots XRP at 58 cents. We're off by 0.5 on the 24 and off by 3.8 on the 7-day. Range of price is between 58 59 cents. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's take a look at this very quickly here. Lots of talk about new variants and new things going around, but we know what we've had to deal with the old variant we had to talk about and the trouble that it caused for the entire world when they decided to shut us all down and make medications, general medication, very hard to get. Well, if you took the shot and you were affected negatively by it, there is this product called Spike Detox, and it's called Spike Support. Dr. McCullough and others in the wellness company have put together so you can help detoxify your body from the dissolution of the spike protein, which is not something you want, that is sometimes caused by that vaccine shot. So make sure you check this out because they have it here, and I've made sure to get you guys a discount link underneath this video so you can order Spike Support Formula and begin to try to detox your body or create those natural immune detox pathways and open them up with this to get that stuff out of your body. That's what you want to do. And I've got the discount link underneath the video for you. And while you're there, you should go ahead and get the medical emergency kit. As you know, regular general medication can get very hard to get when they pull things like they did last time. And every family should have one of these in their home and maybe even in your car if you travel a lot. Medical emergency kit. And again, the link for the discount. Got a 10% discount underneath. Make sure you protect your family and yourself and get these products for you and your family. Let's start right here and get that discount. That's why I got the link for you. Right? We have rights both in physical and in digital worlds. And this is a really great perspective worth noting here. And I'm hoping that the music in this is non-copyright, like I checked it. So let's hope that I'm correct on this. Anyway, take a listen to Perry Ann Boring from the Digital Chamber.
This technology is a tool to exercise some of our most natural and human rights. Cryptocurrencies, open source cryptocurrencies, it's just software. Software is protected by free speech. So any attempt to restrict people's access to using an open source cryptocurrency is impacting freedom of speech.
That's right, because, I like the idea of understanding that software code is protected by freedom of speech. And that's something we need to remember because that really is something that it's already a thing. Let's not let the world change it. Meanwhile, XRP benefits from market boom fueled by Fed rate cut signal. Well, you know what? The entire crypto space is going to benefit by rate cuts if history has any measure. So we know that after 1 or 2 rate cuts, you could see this market really start to take off, and XRP would not be the only one to benefit from it. However, I do see it and other cryptocurrencies having that opportunity should we get those rate cuts in September, just days away, potentially, from the Fed. Meanwhile, Ito Farina here put out a nice tweet. Learn the difference between XRP, XRP Ledger, and Ripple. And this is here just very quickly because it's very simple and easy to go through. XRP Ledger Layer 1 blockchain is a decentralized public blockchain that is open source and powered by global developer community. Companies, institutions, developers, and individuals around the world use the XRP Ledger for use cases across tokenization, payments, stablecoins, CBDCs, and more. Now, XRP, the native digital asset on the ledger, of the XRP Ledger, similar to ETH for Ethereum or Solana Sol. Primary utility of XRP is to facilitate transactions on the network. XRP also serves to protect the ledger from spam and to bridge currencies in the XRP Ledger's decentralized exchange. So you can see that right there. And as I've said multiple times, just like the creation of the internet and the protocols of the internet that we use today, what they forgot to do when they created those protocols, the TCP/IP, the SMTP, the HTTP, that all the websites are built on, when they created those protocols, they forgot to build a token so we could all own a piece of the protocol. But now that's what we can do when it comes to the protocols of value. I have even suggested that I wouldn't be surprised to see a paper digital market created on top of the previous protocols of the SMTP, HTTP, and the TCP/IP, right? So, and other file TP, all that stuff, right? All those different protocols. I wouldn't be surprised if they design a market to trade on top of that based on the volume of messages and things of that nature. So, and Ripple, the company, is a crypto solutions company, a blockchain infrastructure company. And basically that builds crypto solutions for businesses, and Ripple uses XRP as a bridge currency in its solution because it's fast, efficient, reliable, making it ideal for financial use cases like payments. Ripple is also a holder of XRP. Ripple is one of the many developers building on and contributing to the XRP Ledger. There you have that. And then here, over 20% of institutional investors are holders of the cryptocurrency XRP. This does not surprise me. And this number, I believe, is going to grow exponentially because there are a lot of NDAs and option contracts that were pre-allocated, just like the one to R3 and the one to Greg Kidd, right? And others out here that we still don't know about. And that's where it comes into needing that legislative clarity before we're really going to be able to truly realize the full-scale intended use of XRP. It's just that simple. Look, I mean, look, even James Wallace will tell you, as you will hear here in today's video, the native asset on the XRP Ledger is not XRP. Yes, there's a gas and a fee there to be used and settle a transaction, but the reality is that that's not the native token. The native tokens designed for the XRP Ledger are central bank digital currencies and stable coins and NFTs and other tokenized measures of value. Because truthfully, you don't have to settle with using XRP. You could choose to settle dollar to dollar, dollar to euro. You don't need to have XRP in between it to settle. And that's why no incentive is in fact the best incentive. Because ultimately, just like TCP/IP, you're not forced to pay through using a certain asset to use that protocol. And that's where I think ultimately, believe it or not, where the XRP Ledger will truly win, because you're not forced to use the asset just to be on the network. You would use the asset when it has an advantage for using it. And that's where it makes the most sense. Another reminder here, JP Morgan acknowledging Ripple is a heavyweight in the age of central bank digital currencies. The heavyweights from Ripple, MTech, Deloitte shared their perspective on how money could be reimagined in the age of CBDCs. This is JP Morgan at Money 2020. Ripple CTO David Schwartz will be sharing the roadmap for institutional DeFi. Not retail, institutional DeFi on the XRP Ledger at a key event coming up in Tokyo. And I say, well, it's just as fitting that he straightened it out in Tokyo for everybody, because we all remember that Japan's central bank has officially announced that by 2025, every bank in the country will adopt XRP for transactions. We know that that's been a comment that Yoshitaka Kitao had said. And then, of course, a lot of people say here that that's a scam article, that he did not say those things. However, what we do have is Emi Yoshikawa from Ripple confirming a consortium of 61 Japanese banks all the way back in 2018 has been established to develop domestic payment platform utilizing the power of Ripple's technology, facilitating both domestic and cross-border transactions. And then you had Yoshitaka Kitao from SBI as well, and that comment too. So this is remarkable and fitting to me that David Schwartz would go to Tokyo to talk about institutional adoption, especially understanding the current situation of Japan and the Japanese yen and the trouble it's in, and understanding they have been in decades and decades of trouble. So XRP could play a major role there. That's what I see. Now, Carlos Domingo, shout out to you from Securitize. I interviewed him at DC Blockchain Week. Pat Thielen, VP of Strategic Partnerships at Ripple. We got all these other incredible people here. Look, let me just bring this back here. Look, Adrian Harris, New York Department of Financial Services, FDIC. We went over some of this. The Global Head of Blockchain Digital Assets here, BBVA, Francisco Morato. Philip Martin from Coinbase, Chief Security Officer, Global Head of Equities FX at CME Group. It goes on and on and on. You know, when I look at that and think, oh, we're in Miami this year. Well, that's fitting that we're in the U.S. this year because we're about to watch Ripple launch the real U.S. dollar on the Ethereum and the XRP Ledger. It should be swell in the United States in Miami, Florida this year, right? It just makes sense because this is the U.S.'s year, right? And 2025 is going to be gangbusters. That's why I believe that Ripple Swell is in Miami in the United States this year. Things are heating up. And let's not forget either that people like this would not be at Ripple Swell. They wouldn't be there unless there was good reason for these regulators to be there. I think we all understand what's coming. Here's another hint of just how things are just fastly growing right now, ladies and gentlemen. Ondo right here says the tokenized treasury market cap has officially hit $2 billion milestone. Ondo Finance. And then Ripple partner Open Eden just crossed $100 million in total value locked up for their own tokenized treasury T-bills, which we also understand that Ripple kicked in $10 million on. Only last month they had crossed $75 million in total value locked up, so there's another $25 million coming in just a month. That's how fast this is going. And we don't even have legislation yet. And this is the tokenization of T-bills, U.S. Treasuries, which is in fact how you tokenize the debt and get it on the ledger. Hello, come on in. Is everybody hearing it? Yeah. Good morning. And let us not forget that all of this has to be globally coordinated. How do you do that? Well, one of the ways is working with the central bank of central banks. The general manager of the Bank of International Settlements, Augustin Carstens, he says here to realize the vision of tokenization and the new financial system, you got to have three things in place. Tokenized assets, which we still need. Unified ledgers, which we have. And fast payment systems, which we have. And the only way to get those tokenized assets the rest of the way to where they need to be is legislation. Because stable coins aren't just pegged dollars. You could have a stable coin that represents a barrel of oil, a bar of gold, silver, on and on and on. Isn't it? And this is a reminder right here, exactly James Wallace from Ripple, head of central bank engagement with the XRP Ledger.
Play potentially is when you're looking at cross-border CBDC. So when you have a digital dollar and you have a digital, real, or digital pound, you obviously need to have some way to interact cross-border. Yeah. So I think the BIS call this a multi-CBDC model. One of the ideas is you use a sort of a neutral bridge currency to go from one to the other, similar to the model I explained earlier, with our on-demand liquidity. But the core offering really is not XRP. There's no XRP involved. It's the native token is the CBDC.
Exactly, and you use XRP where applicable that gives the customer the advantage, right? So there it is right there. So we know for a fact, according to James Wallace, XRP Ledger is in fact one of the pilots, if not the pilot for Enbridge. That's exciting. We need to find out the rest of that. Confirmation that Ripple and the Bank of International Settlements collaborates on central bank digital currency interoperability that utilizes the Interledger protocol and XRP. As you can see, Ripple and BIS collaborate to investigate CBDC's technology because the BIS had Ripple join their task force, right? And Ripple and the BIS hub will join forces on project to actively assess the interoperability of diverse CBDCs utilizing Ripple's technology. Collaboration will utilize decentralized XRP Ledger. You got it right there. There's no more guessing. It's happening. It's happening. And according to the U.S. and the U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer, he says it could be happening and the legislation be passed before the end of the year or by the end of the year. And if not, we have a new administration that says they're going to pass it as soon as they take office in the first 100 days. So we shall see. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.